Hey internet citizens, how's it going? Check it out! We got another one of my favorite series, Superman! Do 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 do. And this is I just finished reading it. It is awesome. It is really good. As you can see, it's the beginning of a new storyline that's known as the BIZZARRO verse Part 1. Oh, look at that. It's just everything about this is great. If you can also check out the variant cover. It is a montage of issue 1 of Superman Rebirth. But let me go. We're just gonna get right into it because I want to talk about this. I love it so much. And if you're new to the channel or anything, this is what we do here. I'm Nerd Wonder and I review by drawing. And so today we're going to do something fun. We're going to draw BOYzarro John Kent. As you can see, I did a little bit of a red drawing beforehand. It is known as non-photo red, kind of like non-photo blue, and which means that when you scan stuff on it, it's not supposed to pick up that color. That though nowadays it will pick up that color because scanners have gotten so high tech they can pick up everything. But there's now programs that'll immediately detect the non-photo reds and blues and whatever else and can delete them. It's great. But that's for another day. Let's go and just dig right in and let's start things off. So it starts off identical to how Superman Rebirth began, like, you know, Superman going to the grave of his alternate self and so forth, and just talking about everything and how he's going to be Superman. It's word for word just like that, like the first scenes of that comic, just identical, and it's really fun because it's BOYzarro, so everything's kind of different, like how they say it and stuff. Like it's just all backwards because, you know, like BOYzarro verse is kind of like a all like sorry, it's kind of like a mirror world kind of thing where everything's opposite. It's like opposite days there every single day. So he's talking to the grave kind of thing, and it's just really good. I gotta show you. Like look at that. It is identical. If you've read the issue 1 of Superman, you'll get what I'm saying. See, it's like just kind of identical except with a darker atmosphere and so forth. So it's complete reverse. And then of course that big iconic thing, and but except they do something fun where he's like, me am not BOYzarro, and kind of thing. Oh, it's just so good because look, it's just like the first issue of the Superman Rebirth, and look at that, it's like completely different. Like this one really makes me laugh. It's like he's not getting the cats out of the tree. He's checking them and banging the trees like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's just really funny. I like that, along with him burning. I just like it. It's like completely reversed. Oh, and this is a really fun thing. If you pick this up, do pick this up, by the way, you'll see that the credits, they've given them different things. Like instead of writers, they're called speakers, and vandal as in the art. Everything. I'm sorry, it's so good. And bleacher, the bleacher colorist and kind of thing. It's just really fun. Back cover as in variant cover, and the cover. Hindering censor, assistant editor, censor, editor. Fun things like that. It just shows they were having a blast while doing it. So yeah, well, let me just put it up there. Check that out. That is nice. So let's get back into it. So, oh yeah. Bendis, I don't know, man. Please don't ruin this book. I love this book. Please do good. But then again, DC has yet to fail me, so here's to hoping. But pretty much it goes identical. Like, then we, as you know, in the original Superman issue 1 kind of thing, and then it goes into the narration of John Kennedy's like talking about like, oh no, a thunderstorm hit and everything, but don't worry, my dad's Superman, and he like gets the cow out and stuff. But instead it's a sandworm. It's pretty much that, but let me see here, what's it like, I'm trying to figure out how to, like, for examples and stuff that he does, like he's like I forget the original script for the other one. There's gonna be a lot of us, aren't there? Let's see, but it's just really nicely fully detailed, just like like it's scene for scene, word for word, except in reverse. Like he's like, not okay with me. This place is best. I love it, and no one outside it. I forget what the original text was, but it's probably a bit in reverse. But it's really cool because you can see the whole entire scenery and everything. It's just like a little desert. It's kind of reminds me of Nevada. I guess Nevada's got cacti, right? I don't know. It kind of reminds me of those desert like road trip cowboy kind of places because it's just like covered in cacti. Then again, maybe that was the BIZZARRO world. So yeah, it's word for word like the issue 1 of it, but everything's a little bit different. And then we open up with our little narrator. There he is. That's who we're drawing today. It's just really kind of cool how they put in those. Everything has a little bit of detail in the script and story writing, and it's like, oh man, that's really cool. And I love how they draw them like really kind of like Neanderthalish and hulking like brute kind of people, like the BIZZARRO people, and they kind of look like zombies in a way too. It's just really nice detail that's like, you could just have fun with it. And that's all that everybody was having. They're like, let's have fun with this. And of course, this is BIZZARRO world, and we have a BIZZARRO Superman. So I'm guessing this is different than Red Hood and the Outlaws. This is not the BIZZARRO we know from Red Hood and the Outlaws. I think that one's a clone. I actually had to pick up the Red Hood and the Outlaws more to figure that one out. I'm not up to date, which is terrible because it's amazing. I just don't have the wallet for it. But you want to know what? I gotta make an exception. I gotta make an exception because Master Chudy and the others have sung high praises. I've sung high praises about it, and I still only own the annual. I'm gonna have to pick up trades or something. This is just so uncalled for. What is this? Ah, dang it. This is my stuff. Here we go. So pretty much it's word for word kind of thing. So you know if you've read issue 1 of Superman Rebirth, you know how it goes. Like John's talking about his dad and his daily chores and everything, and how his life now in Hamilton, and it seems like super fun and everything, and he's gonna go do farming chores, and it sets up just like pretty much everything like that. So it right up to immediately the part with Goldie the cat, and this time its name is Silver. So we get into this whole entire scenario instead where you know how Superman was always like tit-tot shaped, like working even though he had to go and like put out the fire in the barn and everything. Instead, BIZZARRO's just kind of like lazing around like Homer Simpson. Meanwhile, Lois, which is known in this world as Lois, or Lois, but with a Z, is yelling at him, I guess, for being lazy. Like, it's all in opposite, so I don't know if she's really angry or if this is how they show sentimental love in this universe kind of thing. But yeah, but it's great. Like then and I think they all have like, you know, they have immense strength in this universe, so she's like socking him because he's being lazy and stuff. And then it goes pretty much to the kind of scenario that we had in the Superman Rebirth where our John in this one decides he's going to go and he's gonna go and help the cat Goldie get mice, except they call it a dog, and instead of being a big poofy, like short-haired cat, it's a hairless cat, and it goes woof. So it's a dog. I guess it's a dog. And I don't know, this is just really cute. Like everything's just really cute. Look at those details on those little Cheetos. I don't know, everything is just super fun to me. But so they get back, and so he's gonna help Goldie, which is named Silver in this. So yeah, complete opposites of everything. I can't get over this, I'm sorry. I should be better than this. I really should. But I can't. It's just so good. And then it gets right up to it. As you know, in the original Superman Rebirth, a hawk comes down and tries to eat Goldie, like snatches her away. Him, I'm pretty sure it was a girl. Goldie sounds like a girl's name. But but Super stopped him. The hawk. Was it I don't know genders of hawks. I don't care. I'm gonna assume it's gender, whatever. But instead, in this one, we get this interesting figure. We get, instead of that, we get Hawk Girl. And I think that's really cool, but she doesn't look like a BIZZARRO version. She kind of looks like a zombie, like, DC metal version. So I'm wondering if that's like that's something intentional, or is that really her BIZZARRO version, or is it something else? I mean, it's just great. It's just well detailed, and there's only a few scenes with her in it. So as we all know, John gets mad because he can't rescue the cat. So he shoots his heat vision, and it's really sad because, you know, he's trying to get the hawk to let go of Goldie, but instead shoots them both in the blast and kills Goldie. But in this version, because it's opposite day forever in BIZZARRO World, instead it's him shooting, instead of laser beam heat vision or whatever, it's ice rays. He shoots out ice rays. So he shoots it, and instead they're like completely frozen. And even actually, I gotta say this, I just noticed this, all the sound effects are also in reverse. Look at that. Look at this opposite. It's like, instead of zap or something like that, it's like burn, because freeze ray, like it's like a freeze ray. And then instead of like a bam, because, you know, the ice, they turn to ice and just splat on the ground, like smashes down on the ground, it's land soft. I don't know, it's just really fun. I wanna go see this. But yeah, back to it all. So then suddenly something new happens that didn't happen in the original. Like kind of like a portal opens up, and it's the real John Kemp from the main universe, and he is with his little friend. What's her name again? I feel so bad. I knew her name. Kathy. It's Kathy. He's with Kathy, which was from the Hamilton farm when he was still in Hamilton, and really good story if you want to find out why they left. Heck, you already know pretty much. Kathy is actually an alien from obviously outer space, and she sought refuge with a bunch of other aliens in Hamilton, and they were kind of hired, like they were like instructed to go and try and keep John in check and everything, and fiascos ensued, and they had to defeat a bad guy, and her grandpa died in it. And it was really sad kind of thing. It was really nice. So so he moves away in the end of that story, but it's pretty much stated that he'll always come and visit Kathy and stuff, and kind of opening up a romance between the two, which is really cute. So pretty much they're using the alien tech she has with all the other citizens, and they decide they're going to go and check out the BIZZARROverse, and of course BOYzarro, as they call him. I think that's really cool. BOYzarro notices and is trying to break through. They're like they have a force field kind of thing. It's like, don't worry, he can't get through if we're on the other side. He can't even hear us and stuff. And they're having fun. And then they decide that like he's trying to bash right through because he sees this, because, you know, he's like BOYzarro or whatever. And so he's like, yeah, cause like he's like, nah. But he can't break through, so the two decide we're gonna go and head back now. And they talk about her life right now, because her grandpa died, so she's kind of living alone. Kathy's living all alone. But not really, because the citizens always keep an eye on her. They take care of her. They raise her now. And so she continues her life as being a little farmer girl. And that was really sweet. So they do a little bit more banter. And then John realizes that he completely forgot that he forgot to do all his chores at home in Metropolis. And he forgot that he's supposed to like get dinner and everything. So he dashes right out of there. And we get up, and it's just a really sweet thing of of Lois and Clark meeting up after work kind of thing, and like Clark it's like tries to surprise her with flowers and everything, and they're all being a little bit romantic, and I'm like, I love this. I want more of this in my comics, but they won't give it to me. Everything sucks. I like this. Anyway, so they're getting really romantic, and then suddenly they notice that the trash is still there, like nobody took it out, and they don't smell dinner, and which were John's chores today, and they're like, what the heck? And he comes in, and it's revealed that he realized that he took too long, so instead of cooking dinner, he got takeout for everybody, and he has this great face. He's got this like, hi guys, what's up? How are you? So he's gotten takeout Chinese, which is always good. And so they're eating dinner, and they just talk about their day, so forth. And they actually start questioning John. It's like, well, where were you today? If you like, don't you have time for all this, like to cook and do your chores and stuff? And he tries to hide it. He's like, oh, I was just out hanging with Robin. They're like, really? You were hanging with Robin? It's not that you were someplace else and like Hamilton? And he's all like shocked. They know, and it's revealed, like they start announcing how they know. Like Lois says she's got she's got her sources still in Hamilton, and they said they saw Superboy flying over Hamilton. And then she and Clark start doing their reporter routine, which is great. Like they start pointing out that he's got pollen on his face and a bit of fertilizer, like chemical, which is gross. You should have washed yourself before you did that. Ew, you touched Chinese food. Shame on you. And then Clark starts saying like, your eyes are dilated and your pulse is raising, and he goes, hey, you're not supposed to use your superpowers. Like, I'm not using my superpowers. You're beet red, and I'm a reporter. I can obviously see when you're tense about something, and I think I know what. And he suddenly says, how's Kathy doing? And that's when he like immediately gets flushed. He's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I gotta go. Let me go and clean up the whole entire table and stuff. And he just dashes right out there. And when they do this is really nice too. I gotta show you this. If you notice when he's talking about this, those bubbles, I can't really show it to you, but those bubbles are faded, like they're vibrating. They're vibrating, like they're moving left to right, like really super fast. And that's just really nice effort that was placed into it. It's just, I'm sorry, I love every little bit of this because it's just so creative and fun, and it still shows like a great family dynamic with these characters. The artwork is phenomenal. Okay, enough being a weird fangirl. Let's just keep going. So pretty much he heads to bed early, and they're like joking with him. They're joking about this, and pretty much he can't get to sleep. And earlier into here, it's known that he's tired of, he doesn't like living in Metropolis. He wants to go back to Hamilton because he's a farmer boy and he doesn't like the big city, and so he's trying to get used to it. And so it's kind of like that. He also talks about how he can hear his parents in the other room, and they seem to be having fun and everything. I don't think it's anything kinky, guys. I don't think it was. But Kathy also states something else, that it's like you have something very rare, that romance, like a parent romance is incredibly rare nowadays. And that's kind of true. It's a lot of people it's been kind of noticed that it seems that more people break up than stay together. And so he kind of is like, I should count my blessings on that I'm really happy that my family is still together after all of this, all we've been through. And that was really cute. And he's like saying, I think he's saying a prayer or a little poem. I can't tell, but it's really cute. as he's thinking about everything that him and Kathy were doing. And so then he's finally conking out, and that's when we get this really nice ending page of BOYzarro. He's just coming flying out. Look at that, like the glowing eyes and everything, just flying out in this really nice perspective. Everything is like breaking the glass as he's just busting through. But one of my favorite parts is just seeing John's face right here. Like, that is really nice. I really love this detail. Like, oh my gosh, look at all that. That's just beautiful. I love it. This is great. I can't wait for the next issue, which is going to be called Blood Brother. Yeah. So, that was Superman, BIZZARROverse Part 1, and I definitely suggest you guys check it out. That was awesome. It is especially 10 times more fun if you are a fan of current Superman Rebirth stories. Like, oh man, it's just really fun to see that, like, reverse effect. I'm gonna have to, like, read my Superman Rebirth 1 after all this fun. Let's just finish this up a little bit. I'm gonna need to get more supplies. I'm really low on my ink. Well, we can do it, guys. Kind of. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to leave it like this for now. But let me know what you think about this episode. If you want to see more or have any suggestions, do tell me. I try and listen to everything. I'm gonna try and do more videos more often than not. Probably get off the Twitter more and just stick to just mostly YouTube and video stuff. Okay, I think we're all set here. See you guys around.